So have you ever seen the show Friends? You're familiar with the phrase, lobsters fall in love and mate for life. If you're not, or you don't like Friends, never seen it, the link is below and you can see how Ross and Rachel are lobsters, okay? So, the reason I'm making this video is because one of my nearest and dearest friends, who we'll call Stryker, Stryker. We'll use characters from my book. Stryker, it's his birthday, and I am happy birthday, Stryker. And in this story, his birthday got me thinking about birthdays in general and got me thinking about lobsters, and that's why I'm making this video. So first of all, I would like to say that lobsters do not fall in love and they do not mate for life. That is not true. Things that do are wolves, swans, penguins, even fucking termites mate for life. Now, when it comes to the people lobsters I'm going to discuss, we didn't have, and I have 3 individual lobsters to speak of, we didn't have, it was never a romantical sense, if you will, ish. If you really want to know my own personal story, go to my book, Wedgaholics.com, and read about my life. It's all in there. So Stryker has a lobster. James, who is another relative of mine, has a lobster, and I have a lobster, and this is what life has been like, or was like, for a big chunk of our lives, and our lobsters meant the world to us. They were like our best friend on roids. And to give you some background context of it, Stryker's lobster was a man, my lobster was a female, and then James, his lobster was a female. So you had boy, girl, 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 and boy, boy. Those are the 2 boys, boy, girl, 2 girls. Oh my god, that's like a really good data sheet. Anyway, so in this story, our lobsters were our nearest and dearest friends, and I'm going to talk in our, and I'm going to talk in we, because us 3 on this side have discussed this in length over the years, because we came to learn that our lobsters are shitty fucking people who have only let us down, hurt us, and have always never meant to, but always did over and over. And the biggest instances are, I'm gonna go through really quickly. So Stryker here recently has gotten married. I think recently is not, I don't know if that's the right word. His lobster, I'm gonna be at your wedding, I'm gonna be at your wedding, I'll be there, I'll be there. Literally, the fucking dude didn't show up. I think he called to cancel the night before. And my cousin Stryker here, he deaded his lobster after that. Because after that, it is, at that point, it has been years and years of, I'll be there and doesn't show up, or I'll call you and doesn't show up, and that's exactly what I dealt with my lobster. For years, I was on like the hook of, I'll be there, I promise, and it never happened. No. There was a lot of times, personally for me, that my lobster let me down. More times than I could actually count. You can go to my book and read about the character Taylor, because that entire, like, 10-year endeavor was my lobster letting me down until I finally, like, completely cut it out, which was last year when I was having my 30th birthday, and I was so worried my lobster was not going to be there that I was typing my book at the time, looking at these words, like, my lobster didn't even call me on my 21st, and here I am, worried that my lobster's not going to show up for my 30th. There is something wrong with that. And that was the moment I cut my lobster off. So, Stryker cut his lobster off when the fucking dude just completely fucked him with the wedding. I cut my lobster off when I fucking woke up, I guess, after writing my book. I woke up and realized this person was just a shitty person to me. And then James, my other relative, who his lobster did the same thing, continuously let him down, made plans and just wouldn't be there for years and years and years. It was like a miracle if this girl who was his lobster, like, appeared. He has his own stories, but I think they randomly fucking talk, but he pretty much gave up on that a lot, like, probably before me and Stryker gave up on our lobsters. As far as romantical stuff goes, that's poor Stryker. The 2 dudes, I'm pretty sure did not have any type of romantical feelings, and then James and his lobster, I think they had like a moment here and there, and then me and my lobster, we had multiple moments, but it wasn't anything worth I would say worth writing, but then I wrote about it, so you should go to wedgaholics.com and read it. But the point of my story is that we took the term lobsters fall in love and mate for life, you know, best friends forever kind of thing, and we hyped it up to be this thing it wasn't, and we made excuses for shitty friends. And it took a while, and we each had to go through our own, like, hardships of dealing with these types of people to realize that, like, they weren't good for us, and they were toxic to us. And don't get me wrong, like, I personally will love my lobster forever, but it's not somebody that I want in my life. I just can't. Like, you hurt me for so many years. Like, you let me down for so many years. It's not even about the hurting. It's just, like, the letting down. And for me to read my books and see how much this person let me down, if I never written and I never went back and did my book, and if I never did that, I would have never woken up to the fact that this person did not deserve me. And for somebody to not deserve me, like, I was a pretty fucking shitty person, but for somebody to not deserve me, wow. Like, I hope you feel like shit, like, honestly. So, you know, we hyped up lobsters to make them seem like they were, because we cared about them the most. We cared about them the most, and they, of course, hurt us the most and let us down the most. But now, we're all in a better place, and I would like to say, if you're calling somebody your lobster out there, whether it's romantic or not, sexual or not, just know that lobsters don't fall in love and mate for life, and you should pick a new goddamn animal. So happy birthday to Stryker. Fuck your lobster that didn't show up at your wedding, and fuck my lobster who just didn't show up for so many other things, and fuck James's lobster because of the exact same reasons as fucking all the lobsters. We are all collectively better off without you guys. And we do thank you for knowing you because you have made us stronger. And that's what relationships in general do. And that's all I gotta say. We're done!